Hello, everyone. Hope everyone's doing well today. As we get ready to go start another round of Bible trivia, before I do that, I want to tell you just one little joke today. Two little boys were known troublemakers, and they were stealing everything they could, and they were even stealing things from the church. But one day, a preacher stopped one of the boys and asked, "Where is God?" The boy shrugged his shoulders, and the preacher repeated, "Where is God?" The boy ran out of the church crying to his home, where he hid in the closet. Eventually, his brother found him and asked, "What's wrong?" The cry boy said, "We're in trouble now. God is missing, and they think we took him." uh, Stealing never pays. Don't steal. Anyway, let's move on to our Bible trivia. Question number 1. When Jesus was being tempted by the devil, how did Jesus respond? Jesus fled, Jesus quoted scripture, or Jesus hid him? Matthew 4, verses 3 through 10 tells us that Jesus quoted scripture. What he always did. He put the devil in his place every time. The devil even used scripture, but he only used part of it, but then Jesus would complete it, and he was going to follow all of scripture. Number 2, Satan offered Jesus all the kingdoms of the world if Jesus would only do what? Worship Satan, give Satan complete control, or leave Satan alone. Matthew 4, verses 8 through 9 says that the answer is worship Satan. Number 3, who ministered to Jesus after Satan had departed? Was it John the Baptist, Mary, or angels? Matthew 4, verse 11 tells us that it was angels. Number 4, when Jesus left his hometown of Nazareth, where did he settle? Was it Jerusalem, Capernaum, or Bethany? Matthew 4, verse 13 tells us that it was Capernaum. Number 5, when Jesus entered each town, where would he go to teach? Was it the marketplace, center of town, or synagogue? Matthew 4, verse 23 tells us that it was a synagogue. Ready for your bonus question? Again, remember, this is optional. I know I didn't explain all the rules at the beginning of this, but as far in as we are with this, hopefully everybody knows the rules. Bonus question is, what two groups responded to Jesus with anger and malice? What two groups responded to Jesus with anger and malice? Mark 2, verses 24 and following tells us that, you probably guessed it, Pharisees and scribes. They were always on his case. All right, let's move to our next set of questions. When Jesus cast out demons out of the man from Gerasenes, where did he send the demons? Was it into a herd of pigs, to the wilderness, or into some sheep? Luke 8, verse 26 through 33 tells us that he sent them into a herd of pigs. And you remember, they went in there and then they just ran off to the sea and drowned. Number 2, when Jesus healed the 10 men of leprosy, how many went to him and expressed their gratitude? 1, 4, or 10? Luke 17, verses 11 through 19 tells us that it was only 1. Should have been all 10, but only 1. Number 3, when the disciples saw Jesus walking on the water, what did they say? We are going to die. It is God, or it is a ghost. Matthew 14, verse 26 tells us that they said it is a ghost. Number 4, as Passover neared, where did Jesus go? So as Passover neared, where did Jesus go? Was it Jerusalem, Bethlehem, or Nazareth? John 2, verse 13 tells us that it was Jerusalem. Last question, number 5. What did Jesus do to the money changers? Overturned their tables, took their money, gave their money to the poor. He overturned their tables. according to John 2, verse number 15. All right. Now here's a bonus question. Well, I'm going to tell you this in just a minute. Okay, the bonus question is this. What did Jesus do with the money? What did Jesus do with the money? John 2:15 again tells us that he poured it out. But another thing that could be added here as a bonus question, this is not a bonus question, but it's just kind of not one that you can count for points anyway, but this is just an extra tidbit. How many times did Jesus overturn the tables? Well, according to scripture, he did it at the beginning of his ministry and at the end of his ministry. It's easy to miss that. So 2 different times he does that. Anyway, I hope you did well. Let me know how you did. Hope you learned a few things, and I hope you have a great day.